Some 12 years ago, the streets in Abuja were calm, serene, and showed no visible signs of struggling people. Today, that's not exactly the case. In the heart of the bustling city, street begging and hawking has become a daily reality, a silent cry for help that often goes unnoticed. Among those on the sidewalks is Ibrahim, a 12-year-old that spends his days weaving through traffic, begging, and cleaning vehicle windshields in exchange for money.
Sunana Ibrahim.
My name is
Gaskiya
Ibrahim.
ba zan yi wata biyu ba.
I'm in the business of
Rana
cleaning
ɗaya zan
vehicles'
iya
windshields.
Allah ya hore
I
mutum
have
sa'a.
been in this business for about 2 months.
Mutum
I
wani
get up to
sa'a
4,000
kawai
naira
zai
per
yi.
day when fortune
A turo
smiles
mu,
on me.
wani kuma a
I
tura
split the
mutum
money I
su
get.
sa su sa
I use
albarka.
one half and
Bayan
send
da
the
zai
rest to
faru.
my parents for their blessings.
Ba
We
zai
do what we do because no one is willing to help, and for us, there is no other way of making a living.
takwas.
Ne ya kamata a sauko da komai kowa ya samu abin da zai yi.
We close at 8 o'clock in the evening and resume at 4 in the morning. The government needs to help improve our quality of life. It is not our desire to stand on the road to wash the windshield of vehicles. If things were better, one could go about his business with ease and even get a good education to enable him help his parents in the future. We are students of an Islamic school at Mbappe.
Gaskiya ne muna karatu ne a Fafi.
Muna karatu ne a baya.
According to recent reports, the rising cost of living and limited job opportunities are forcing more Nigerians into the streets. Policy failures in the past 9 years has crippled the economy, and the result is disastrous. The helpless flock from other states into Abuja. Some, like Bashir, toils day and night. He says he's a student at an Islamic school at Mpape. For him, he wishes help can come from the government.
Ina samun 2,000, 3,000. A 4,000 ina samu wata rana.
I am in the business of cleaning vehicle windshield for money.
Ina cin abinci.
Here is the tool I use for my business. I get up to 2, 3 or even 4,000 naira per day from the kind of business. I use this money for food and send home to my parents. I have been cleaning vehicles windshield for about a month now. I am also acquiring Islamic education.
Wata irin biyu ne na baya.
This about petrol is too much. Oh. This about fuel is too much, very too much. It's very hard. Person, even though he came outside, said anything, or he didn't say anything, he must pay transport to go home. Then as now, what is happening? You see just a governor using car of 300 million. Then, then when then when election come, you will see them again go village. They are campaign. So now we are saying that anybody where can village say one campaign, we go change am for now. No anybody where go come say go come campaign because of after they win election. uh, After they win election, they are running. They are coming here, just flexing. You see their children clapping 80 million car, 130 million car. They are using it.
These people are often caught in cycles of poverty and neglect. Without targeted support, they have few options. It's a systematic issue that may require long-term commitment. Abdullahi Abdulrazak explains why he's in the streets.
Kuma ni ɗan Kaduna ne.
I'm from Kaduna State. I sell vehicle wipers and this item for scratching and itchy back. The authorities are not giving us a breathing space. Times are hard, but we are hoping things improve so we can at least survive. Cost of living is very high, but we are hustling. In my business, I get up to 2 to 3,000 naira per day, depending on how fortune smiles on me. From this, I use for my upkeep and send to my parents. I've been in this business for up to 8 years.
Komai da komai mu dai mun fi so komai ya dinga tafiya lafiya kalau zaman lafiya komai da komai.
I'm selling to help my condition based on the country we are right now.
Why don't you have a shop where you sell?
I don't have someone who will patronize me or encourage me, who will give me much money to get in one place and live. That is why I'm selling in the street.
How much do you make in a day?
It depends on the market. At times, I used to sell like 20, 40,000 a day, 50, 70K. And I used to gain 20K, 15K, 10K each and every day. And any day that I did not sell market, we sleep. We have some friends that has uncompleted building that we used to go and sleep there. In the next day, we come out for the market.
With many young people roaming the streets, what are the implications for the country? And analyst Mahmoud Jega paints a dire picture.
A very terrible thing running through the traffic, hawking things, and sometimes also you get the chance to steal one or two things. They also resort to that. So it is a terrible problem.
He also talked about begging and hawking being an old culture in the north and what can be done to stop it.
We missed a very good chance of the 8 years of the Buhari presidency to address this problem because it requires a concerted action. Number one, to stop the malams who carry children from remote villages into the big towns for begging when they don't have the facilities to accommodate or to feed them. They just bring them in large numbers and release them in a very hostile environment in the city to go and beg and feed the malam himself and his family.
Finally, he talked about how to resolve the problem at all levels of government.
It requires a solution, not just at the FCT or federal, but also state and local governments level, some harmonized action. It is not something you can stop overnight, although the FCT regularly rounds up hawkers and beggars and sends them back to their home states. But as long as there is no visa requirement for entering Abuja, you just jump into, and you know, another aspect of it are the motorcyclists. Many states, as political something, you know, they distribute all these keke napep and also motorcycles. And these youngsters who get these motorcycles and keke napes find that Abuja is a more lucrative environment to ride them. So they come.
Whether begging and hawking in front of eateries, at nightclubs or at traffic lights, this is a complex issue shaped by poverty, lack of opportunity, systematic challenges, and sometimes misapplication of religious tenets. Behind each hand extended on the street is a story of resilience, hardship, and the hope for a better tomorrow. Constance Ikoko, Arise News.